like a little, oh god, it's like all separated. I don't know how I feel about the seeds in this. Am I sitting too close? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my March favorites. Yeah, they're super late. Are you surprised? So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna get the makeup stuff out of the way first. This month I've really been loving liquid highlighters, and especially this one by Becca. It's their Shimmering Skin Perfector, and look how much you get. It's, I want to say 1.5 ounces, but anyways, you get a lot and you only need a very little bit, so I was very impressed by that. So if the price is scaring you away, do take into consideration that you do get a ton of product. The shade that I have is Moonstone, and it just gives you a very dewy, gorgeous highlight. And in Rochester they have a Sephora, and girl, you know, if there's a Sephora, I have to go check it out because we don't have that here. Yeah, I've been kind of using the same stuff over and over, so I don't have too much new stuff, but I have been obsessed with this, oh my gosh, it's falling apart, this ColourPop Lippie pencil, and the shade in particular that I have been using to death is Lumiere. This is just my lips but better shade, and I pretty much use it under everything. I'll show you guys there. And it's super duper creamy. I'll show you how much I've used so far. So these are only $5 a piece, so they're super affordable. Now take into consideration, again, you don't get a ton of product, so that's always relative with price. I've also been loving this RMS Uncover Up concealer. It's a coconut oil based concealer. They've got like all organic stuff, and this is just really good for as an eyeshadow base and for covering eyelids, especially if you've got drier skin. And it also kind of makes the eyeshadows pop, I feel like. I think because of the coconut oil in it. So if you've got greasier eyelids, this may be not something that you'd want to try. I did try a new brow product in the last few months. It's the Anastasia brow pen, and it's got like a little felt tip, and I don't hear people talk about it too much, but this is the Universal Deep Shade, and what I find this is really nice for is for having a really nice precise tip. And so if you want to like kind of have a really thin, almost flick to the end of your brow and add a tail, I find it's really nice for that. You just do little soft strokes. You can mimic the appearance of like a hair texture too. So I've been throwing this into my routine, and I think it's really cool. I don't know that I would repurchase it because I feel like NYX or Milani makes something similar, so I might try that next. But yeah, I really like the idea of a felt tip eyebrow pencil. Let's move on to skincare since we've done makeup. I've got my Clarisonic. This is not new. I've had this for a couple years, and I stopped using it when I was pregnant because I felt like it was making me break out worse at the time. Like it just stopped working for me when I was pregnant. Recently I've decided to pull it back out because I remembered how much I loved it before the whole pregnancy acne thing happened for me. I've fallen in love with it all over again. I am just now kind of coming out of the skin purging detox phase where it's like you have an initial, there's like a breakout period for like the first week or so, but I'm kind of past that now. And I like to use the Paula's Choice Antibacterial on this and just like really buff it in. That seems to be a working combo for me. Oh, and one more thing for makeup. I've had this for a while. It's the Nars Olympia blushing bronzer duo, whatever. There's so many contouring palettes out right now that it's not even funny. It's like the new trend. But I've had this, and it's got 2 shades that work perfectly for me, so I don't have like the need to go buy like the Anastasia one or the Kat Von D one. Yeah, these 2 shades work great for me, and it's a very nice, cool toned bronzer that can also be used as a blush. And it's got like a very pale, creamy, almost, I don't want to call it banana shade, but it is like a yellowy, creamy tone, very pale white. So I don't know if you can see those on my wrist there. So yeah, this has been getting lots of love, as you can tell. Let's move on to, what are we gonna move on to? So in February, Derek and I both got Fitbits, which is this little step tracker counter wristband. It's not like the cutest thing ever, but whatever, it works. I've never used any other kind of, what?
She's asking for you.
Oh. It tracks your steps every day, which is kind of cool. And it has like a corresponding app on your smartphone or tablet or whatever. And ooh, hello, smiley face. So you can set like goals, and you can do daily competitions with other people that also have Fitbit. So it's been really, really fun to do that. And it's also really helps me kind of gauge like my activity level on a day-to-day basis. So sometimes I will notice like, oh, like I'm not anywhere near my goal for the day. I like need to get up and do that. And normally if I didn't have this, then I wouldn't like be aware of that. So I think that's really cool. And I also like the competitive aspect. It is kind of that extra kick in the butt. It's funny, I've got like 3 different challenge groups. One is for like YouTube friends, local friends, and another app that I've been using is MyFitnessPal to track my food and to kind of see like where my macronutrients are, like the ratios. I have recently switched to a vegan diet, which is actually high carb, low fat. I'm giving that a try, and I'll let you guys know how I like it. But yeah, it's been really interesting when I type my foods in, like this big warning comes up, just like, you've had too many carbohydrates for the day, and I'm like, shut up, MyFitnessPal, I do what I want. Oopsie. She joins me now. I've been loving the Vega 1 nutritional shakes. There's like these little powders. I really want to reach over and show you guys the canister, but I'm holding Sadie and I'm afraid she wouldn't like that. She sees this bright light. She's like, what is going on and who are you talking to, girl? I'm gonna try to reach. The Vega Sport Protein, this has got more of like the recovery amino acids and whatnot. It's not so much like a meal replacement. So I have this on the day after I do Body Beast, so more of like a recovery protein thing. And these are all vegan and plant-based. And then, but I like the vanilla chai. Anyways, I think they're really, really good. Two Etsy shops. One is called Tender Toes and one is called Queen Brie Designs. Queen Brie made my suck pads. I swear to God, if somebody had told me 10 years ago that I'd be shopping for something called a suck pad, like honestly, shoot me. Like, pads are like these things that you put on the straps of your soft structured carrier. Wow, I cannot believe I got that out. And so when your kid's like chewing and sucking on the strap, it protects it, and you can just pop them off and put them in the washer. And so you can also accessorize your Tula that way too. Well, I had this gray zigzag Tula, and oh my gosh, it just got so loved in the last year. Stained, it's been washed a million times, and actually the leg padding is ripped in 2 places as well. That was partially my fault for the way that I washed it. So don't think that all Tula's ripped. That was just me not washing it properly. Found out that you can actually get them customized and you can have them repaired by these Etsy companies. And the lady I sent my Tula to, her company is called Tender Toes, and she basically sewed a panel of Girasol wrap onto my other one and just basically gave it a whole facelift. I will insert some before and after pictures. So they both did a fantastic job. I'm extremely happy, and I would totally recommend both of them to anybody. And then I swear I took notes. Let's find my notes. She's consistently, hello, what's going on? Oh, I just love my coach. I just love my Beachbody coach. Hey, Lynn, don't worry, I'm not gonna read your message, but just know that I'm reading your message in my head, and I love you. What was I even talking about? This Tula world is intense, girl. What the? Oh, I can't believe you fell asleep. You weren't supposed to fall asleep. I remember what I was gonna say. I am going to be doing another Q&A here soon, and I asked some questions on my Instagram. You can either leave a question there or here. Just let me know. Let me know what else you guys want to see from me, because I think maybe I'm getting the hang of it. Filming and editing and uploading it frequently. That's what I'm loving currently. Thumbs up this video if you liked it, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please comment though, especially because that is the way that I connect with you guys. That's how I get feedback from you guys. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing, or if you want me to do something else. And I will see you guys later. Ever film a video and then have like no idea if any of the footage is usable until you actually sit down to edit it. It's kind of how I feel right now. I'm like, was any of that, did any of that make any sense? I don't be like, oh my god, I touched my hair too many times. Wow, I have a really ugly cry face. I'm coming for you, Kim Kardashian. Now you guys know. I have a really ugly cry face. That's my confession. It puts the lotion on the skin.